Hey everyone, welcome back to Sthirvana. I'm Udit. In my last video, which I'll link here, I had mentioned that I have been practicing meditation and trying to make it a regular practice. Well, most of you might have heard about meditation, but what is it exactly? How do you do it? What are the advantages and challenges to it? These are all questions that I will be answering in this video today. I hope you stick around till the end because I will be giving out some valuable tips for those of you who want to try out meditation. So, what is meditation? Meditation is a practice of focusing your attention on a single object, thought, sensation such as your breath, a mantra, or a sound. The goal here is to calm your mind and achieve a state of relaxation and awareness. Meditation can be done in different ways, such as sitting down, lying down, walking, or even while doing certain activities. Also, there are many different kinds of meditation, such as mindfulness, transcendental, Zen, and so on. It is not about turning your thoughts off here. It is about observing them without judgment. So how did I get into meditation? As I mentioned in my last video, the book Why Buddhism is True has been pivotal. I have always struggled with the question of how to meditate. I just didn't know how. The book did two things pretty well. First, it defined the default mode network, that is, the mind takes control and starts to wander. Second, it broke down mindfulness meditation into a simple concept. Become aware of the default mode network and bring your focus back to your breathing. Over the years, I've dabbled in meditation, but I've never been able to make it a regular practice. However, early last December, I embarked on a 1-year journey, which I'll probably talk about in my next video. But one of the key facets of that journey is that I have to meditate 10 minutes every day. I didn't start with the intention to achieve the regular benefits of meditation, such as reduce anxiety or reduce stress. I just thought, let's practice and see if I can get a better hold of my emotions and become calmer in general. So the obvious question to address here is, how do I meditate? I tend to keep it simple. I know in my head that I have to carve out 10 minutes in a day to meditate. I tend to do meditation towards the night because that is when the so-called deadline is approaching. I have 2 designated spots in my house. The first spot is in my office, and that is for if I want to meditate while sitting. My second spot is my bed if I want to do it lying down. If you want to sit down and meditate, make sure that you are cross-legged, you have a straight spine, and your hands are cupped within each other and resting on your lap. If you want to do it lying down, make sure you're lying down on your back straight. Your hands are placed on the side of your body, and if possible, avoid a neck support. Once I'm in any of these states, I close my eyes and I start to focus on my breath. I focus on my breath going in at the tip of my nose, and I focus the breath coming out at the same spot. Now you could follow your breath throughout your body, but I just tend to focus on the entry and exit of the breath. So it is inevitable that your mind will wander, that is, it will go into your default mode network. All I do is I acknowledge that my mind has wandered and I bring my focus back to my breathing. I have learned to acknowledge thoughts as just thoughts and nothing more. So if you're curious and if you want to try out meditation, I suggest you trying it out simple and just focus on your breath. Remember, the goal is to not stop thinking, but to develop a non-reactive awareness of your thoughts. If you stick towards the end of the video, I will give you some more personal tips about starting and keeping your focus. Now let's talk about the advantages that I have experienced as part of my 30-day meditation journey. First and foremost, the most noticeable benefit that I've seen is that I'm much calmer and more balanced than before. I'm not quick to react to uncomfortable situations, and I'm aware of these emotions that are brewing up inside of me. As a result, I'm able to control them. Nowhere perfect, but definitely improved. I've also noticed an increased level of patience, whether that's driving or doing any other task. I'm trying to focus on the journey and not on the destination, both literally and figuratively. Next, I think I have more levels of dedication for the tasks that I'm setting up for myself. For example, this 1-year journey that I've just referenced, or will talk about in my next video, I think meditation is helping me pursue that pretty well. Sticking to emotions, I think overall I feel pretty well. I feel I'm in a much better mood than before. and I think I have a much more positive outlook than before when I was not meditating. And finally, I think meditation is helping me become more mindful in my day-to-day life. Earlier in the week, we were walking around the park and I saw a tree with a setting sun. In that moment, I realized that I'm truly experiencing the present, and it left me with a great feeling. Meditation is not always sunshine and roses though. I definitely had challenges along the way. Earlier on, finding time and making sure that I meditate was a constant battle with my mind. I had to put in conscious effort to prioritize this practice. Other times, I've also felt bad that I was not able to concentrate enough, and I know that I can do better. However, this is all part of a journey, and it brings us back to the concept to develop that non-judgmental awareness. So how has my experience been? I've been reading online and in books about other people's experience, and I've generally gotten the impression that initially it's a struggle, but as they go on, it becomes easier and the quality of meditation increases. However, for me, the experience has been slightly different. For the first 20 days or so, the quality of meditation was good. I was able to concentrate for a large amount of time in that 10-minute window. However, for the last 10 days or so, I'm not able to concentrate as much. And I think the major reason that I find is that I'm thinking about this YouTube channel during that time. Again, I'm not being judgmental about it, and I will continue to focus on my breath because meditation is part of my 1-year journey. So I have to continue no matter what. This brings us to the section that I've promised you, my personal tips based on the 30-day journey. My first tip is, it is important to understand that doing it is more important than doing it perfectly. To overcome this inertia, start small. Start with meditating for a few minutes a day and build up as you get more comfortable. My second tip is, enable yourself for meditation. If you think buying a cushion will motivate you to meditate, buy that cushion. If you think setting up alarms or reminders will help you meditate, set those up. Create an environment that will hold you responsible for meditating. My third tip is, if you're struggling with focusing on your breaths, start counting your breaths. A breath in and a breath out counts as one breath. Try and count to 10. If you lose your count or you lose concentration, you start again at 1. The goal is to reach 10 as many times as you can in the given window that you've set for yourself. My next tip is, if you can, try and meditate while sitting and not lying down. I've noticed that the meditations I've done while sitting have a better quality than the meditations I've done while lying down. I know it's hard, but it'll only get easier. My final tip is, don't be too hard on yourself. Your mind will wander. Instead of getting frustrated, gently guide your attention back to your breath and give yourself some grace. On reflecting on my 30-day journey, while it has had its challenges, the overall benefits have far outweighed any drawbacks. It has definitely been a fulfilling journey. If you're on the fence about meditation, I encourage you to start with an open mind. It might take some time to see results, but the journey itself is a valuable and enriching experience. That wraps up the video for today. If you found this content helpful or insightful, I request you to please hit the like button or subscribe to the channel. I'd love to hear from you about meditation and your experiences with meditation in the comments below. Until next time, take care, be present, and work towards Sthirvana.